Well, you know what? I had a real bad dream last night in my dream. And no, I did. In my dream, I dreamt I came out of a drug-induced coma and months on end. Everybody was there, my family members, and two of my friends were there. And it was the end of summer in September. And I asked what happened and all that. And they said, you were in a bad bus accident. You were ejected from a ejected over. You were actually ejected over the edge of the Niagara Escarpment, and you landed on the bottom of the escarpment. Survived, on that. Did survive the accident, but you had two broken legs. Both legs were fractured and had to put you in a cast. Plus, you had plus your brain was bruised and damaged, so had to put you in a drug-induced coma, bring your swelling down too. Anyways, so you're lucky you even survived it, So then after that, I discharged from the hospital, and I left there, and I said, I'm going to went back to my apartment, of course, and got there, found out my apartment would be rented to somebody else, and I was really upset about that. Then I realized homeless, I got no place to go, and in my dream, I went over to not Mary's place, but I went to Innismut's house, bust the door and said, hey, I'm homeless. I've been in a drug-induced discount. I need a place to stay. And I'm sorry, we all filled up. We can't have a room available, And I said, and then I went to Mary's place. Sorry, the same thing. We can't put you in because rooms are booked solid and blah, blah, blah. And then I went riding. Then I went to New Women's Center, Summer Creek, same thing. Okay, I'm stuck on the street here. I got no place to go. And I had my bank card. I had money in the bank. I had enough money in the bank I could, but, figure this out. What I'm going to have to do here is something. With a desperation. So then I went to rooming house, went to 15 St. Matthew Avenue, and tried to rent a room there. And they said, sorry, we can't take you because you're a lady at the old mayor house. Oh, my God, I'm not happy about it, I'm not happy because, well, anyways, that's fine. So I figured out what I'm going to do here. Then I hear Ontario came out, new lottery. It's called Trillionaire for Life. Quadrillionaire for life. You win a trillion over 2,099 $trillion a month for life. Well, I thought, okay, I can't lose here. I went and bought a $2 ticket. And the draw came in on the date it came in. All the numbers in the ticket matched up to win. And even went down to the series number after. Everything matched, boom, boom, boom. Whoa, my God, I just jumped in joy on the street, and I went and had a ticket verified at a lottery booth. A lottery ticket went in and verified at the ticket booth in Jackson Square, and they looked at me and said, whoa, you are a millionaire, you're a quadrillionaire. Now, finally, I went to I did next? Finally, I had to go to Toronto, Ontario, got down there, and they took my photograph, held me this big, huge check, I'd be getting one, and I had to bring my home. All of a sudden, the money's in my account, just like that. Next day, boom, click keys in my account, trillions of dollars. And I went and I stayed at a very luxurious place for a few days, just relaxing, recouping in Toronto, and then I went back to Hamilton, and I find this beautiful castle on the castle's still up for sale on Durand Street, Durand Castle. So I ended up buying this big, huge freaking. And I did $1 trillion. I ended up buying a hunk of land, out by near the just out the end of the King Road. I bought this hunk of land, and I said I'm gonna construct and build a gigantic castle on this freaking lot, no matter what. And the city said, you can't do that. You have to build a castle is a home, and I'm gonna build a castle no matter what. It's gonna be a big freaking castle. It's gonna look like a real English castle when I'm done. It'll be good for tourists. And finally, Hamilton agreed. They agreed, and I built this big English castle. And I turned around, and I even have a rental. I even have a full rental apartment in that. I have my own part of castle, but I also put a rental unit in that castle. But I didn't give it to anybody. I gave it to 2 people I knew. I know 2 people I knew that were homeless. Not homeless, but living in a filthy, dirty rooming house. So I gave it to them, furnished and all, and they kept it very clean. And guess what? I was happy. And I woke up. Oh boy. And then I woke up and said, thank goodness that I only a dream.